Welcome back, my duelist friends. Casual Duelist here. And it's Saturday. And Saturday means we need to be doing a tech analysis. Now, earlier on this week, we did a Subterra control or Guru control, whichever one you want to call it. And one of the more important cards that, for the life of me, I could not draw during our test hands was Pot of Extravagance, and I kind of want to talk about this. First off, it's had a few prints, and even in the newest structure deck, Albaz, we were given copies of this. So this card is good to go in both the advanced form as well as the common charity. It's pretty budget now, considering what it used to be. And it's still got a really cool effect, but again, this effect is only really usable if you don't use your extra deck. Otherwise, this is a real toss in the dark. So, as far as decks like this, the Guru Control, this wouldn't work so much for Monarchs and such, but for Guru Control, this would be fine. The way we activate this card is we use this at the start of our main phase 1, and again, if you take any other action before, let's say I've got this Axe of Despair sitting over here. If you activated Axe of Despair and equipped somebody, you are already locked out of Pot of Extravagance for the turn. It has to be the starting card of your play. Then you choose to banish either 3 or 6 random face down cards from your extra deck, and of course you're banishing them face down. Then draw 1 card for every 3 that you banished. And then the drawback is, for the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, you cannot draw any cards by card effect. Again, you guys saw me use a lot of add to hand effects or tutors, and even excavation with Pot of Duality. And again, it's because those aren't drawing effects. They are adding effects. And therefore, do not contradict the ruling of extravagance. That said, it's a pretty good card, and there's not too much that you can say. Some decks just don't need it. Other decks are better served by cards like Pot of Desires, which went up to 2. And I'm thinking about covering Pot of Desires next week, or maybe the week after. I got something in mind. And then, it's just really good. Now let's talk price. That's always a big deal, because not every card I use is budget. And just because I was lucky to either pull them or invest in them while they were lower value, doesn't mean everybody had the time or the funding to do that. So right now, the Albaz Strikes, again, $2 value. It's a $10 structure deck. If you go buy 3, that's 6 out of the 10. You almost paid for a whole structure deck just in getting these. And then you still have all the other good cards that came in there, like Called by the Grave and everything else. So kind of a value. You have the Maximum Gold El Dorado. That may be the one I'm actually got right there. It is. So that one's only about $3. 3 to 4, 3.5, somewhere in there. So that's not terrible. Then you have the Tin of Memories. These are going to go for about 9 right now. Toon Chaos had an ultra rare. Those are somehow worth less, only selling for about 7-ish. And then the original Savage Strikes, they're down to about 9 as far as what people are listing them. Again, the listings are going lower than the market values right now because, number 1, they're not selling, and 2, the Albaz Strike is kind of pushing the value out of the way. So, guys, have a good day, and see you next time.